My name is Joshua Van Slyckman. This is your nightly newscast. With the 2022 budget being the first to utilize monies from proceeds from the oil sector, Senior Minister within the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, announced that government estimates are spending some $552.9 billion this year. Dr. Singh lamented not only that the international developments that would have impacted economies across the world, but the local realities, including what he called the most severe flood in recent memory, which affected some sectors. To this end, he sought to explain that, like all commodity exporting nation, Ghana remains particularly susceptible to global price fluctuation, as evidenced by significant swings in our export earnings across some commodities in 2021. Meanwhile, if calculated at $60 a barrel, U.S. oil conglomerate Hess Corporation is poised to make approximately $1.4 billion from guaranteeing lifts from the Liza Phase 1 and the Liza Phase 2 project this year. During the company's 2021 fourth quarter earnings call yesterday, Hess's Chief Financial Officer John Riley for the full year of 2022 said that we expect 24 lifts in Ghana. If oil prices at each time of the lift is sale above $60, Hess is expected to rake in over $2 billion in earning comfortably. Post the startup of the Liza Phase 2 development, he was keen to note that the company intends to pay off the remaining $500 million on its term loan and increase its dividend. And Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, when presenting Budget 2022 yesterday, announced that the government has increased the monthly old age pension by $3,000, which will see the allocation moving from $25,000 to $28,000. This will place an additional $2.3 billion of disposable income in the hands of 65,000 old age pensioners in Guyana, who only last year had their monthly allocations increased from $20,500 to $25,000. In addition to the increase for pensioners, the minister also noted that the budget seeks to boost the monthly public assistance payment from $12,000 to $14,000, which will benefit 18,000 persons and provide an additional $432 million in disposable income to these individuals. We tell you that disaster struck at the Annie Regina power plant on Wednesday when one of the 5 Caterpillar sets rented by GPL burst into flames. Reports are that the fire occurred around midday yesterday as excess smoke was seen emanating from one of the diesel-powered generator sets. The flame was subsequently extinguished by the Guyana Fire Service, and there was no damage to any of the 4 remaining sets. In a subsequent release, GPL stated that the remaining units were taken offline as precautionary measures. Load shedding was immediately initiated, and several communities along the Essequibo coast suffered power outages. GPL indicated that a probe was launched to determine the source of the fire. There were no official statement on how the damaged generator set will affect supply of the power on the Essequibo coast. And that's the news to the moment. My name is Joshua Van Slyckman. Let me remind you that coming up at 19 hours 20, it will be time for Guyana's Oil and You with senior journalist Kiana Wilberg. For these stories and much more, head across to our website at KaieteurNewsOnline.com, or feel free to pick up tomorrow's edition of the Kaieteur News, that's the Friday edition, at a newsstand near you for just $80 Guyana dollars.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or